Mhm. Good morning. Happy Sunday, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Awesome. I can't wait to stretch. We will start in child's pose today. That's okay. So make your way to your favorite position. If you're feeling like quite tight, just keep it really soft. You can keep the tailbone lifted a little bit. You can stack the fists. You can do whatever you want. And if not, if you feel like getting straight in there, straight into those deep hips, take the knees wide. I often start my class, my personal choice is somewhere in between. So yeah, do what feels good to you and just allow yourself to close your eyes and get a little bit into, yeah, this lovely soft space. Oh, can't wait. Can't wait for a good stretch, guys. Amazing. Lovely. So once you kind of found your position, just close the eyes and just allow yourself to melt down and just check in. So notice as you kind of move into the pose, you might have decided to just lift up, maybe stack the fists and relax the forehead there, or let the chest softly fold in the direction of the floor. Wherever you are, just make sure you have like nice soft arms. The arms can be bent here if the forehead, you like that feeling of it on the mat, you can bring the hands back. But just relax them in front of you. Find whatever feels good. And then just begin to close the eyes and maybe see if you can connect a little bit with the rhythm of your breath. And you just notice that lovely rise and fall, the sound of the breath as it moves in through the nostrils. Belly fills and down. And as you relax in this position today, it's a great position to really check in. How are you feeling kind of in those hips and the back? You might even notice in the arms. You feel in your breath that little connection with the belly, maybe. Any tightness even in the shoulders. You feel a stretch. I often feel here as I sink back a little stretch in the arches of the feet as the kind of tops of the feet touch the floor. I'm finding a really lovely moment just to connect with this body and this mat. Breathing in and breathing out. Finding a little moment of softness and self-compassion. Gratitude for meeting yourself here today. Remembering that the practice is so much less about what your movement looks like and so much more about how you can make the poses suit your body today, change it if you need it, leave it out or push if that feels good. Notice anything that's kind of in your mind. If there's anything emotionally you feel like you might need to work through today in the practice, that's great too. Set a little intention and maybe just move and flow through it. Just be with it. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Just being, breathing, and allowing our mat to catch us as we move and flow. Inhaling and slowly exhaling. Inhaling, we're going to bring the hands forward and just begin to lift the body up a little bit. See how you feel. And lifting in the tailbone, coming up into that little bit of your tabletop. Bring the knees in if you've taken them wide at all. Just readjust in any way that you need. And just find a nice tabletop with me. Good, we're going to take just some nice slow cat and cows. Tucking the tailbone under, heel the shoulder blades apart. Draw the chin in, just breathe with me through. Inhale and exhale, 2, And one. Inhale, roll the shoulders up and back, tilt the tailbone up, let that belly drop down, draw those shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale and exhale, shoulders down, lovely. Inhaling. Oh, sometimes I get a little yawn. And exhale. Excuse me. Breathing and tucking under, feeling that lovely cat position, whatever you need it for. If you want to really pull the shoulder blades apart, you like to kind of wiggle a little bit. Sometimes I do like that feeling of just moving the body a little bit left to right, but keeping that shape. See if you can get a little extra stretch in the back body. Nice deep breaths with me, maybe a little smile if you like. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, coming back to center, and slowly drop that belly down. Find your cow pose. Good. Remember not to collapse in those shoulders. We push down and away. Really work to push that tailbone out. Let's find your breath. Softening in the face, relax in the jaw. Releasing that space between the eyebrows. 3, 2, and 1. Really nice, everybody. Inhale, slowly draw in from the core. Find your nice flat back. Awesome. We're going to walk the hands over towards the right hand side. So I'll face you for this. We're going to walk it over. Reach them up forward. So thinking of you're in child's pose, and then just sink back a little bit. If you feel like you want to bring the hands with you and sink all the way back, you can, but you don't have to. Find that little stretch across the side body. Relax the head and just breathe with me. Inhale and exhale. Lovely. Breathing into that space. The side ribs, feel that space fill. Sending that lovely oxygen through the body in. Slow exhalation out. Releasing any tightness and tension. Breathing in, coming back to center. We're going to lift up in the table, coming back to your tabletop. And walk those hands over. Good. And then from here, see if you can do that lovely sink back. Sometimes it helps our fingertips pushing into the floor or the mat. Drop the shoulders down. And find your edge of the stretch. Found my coffee with me this morning. It's rare. I'm usually drinking my green tea, but 3. Needed a little extra boost today, I guess. Inhale and exhale 2. Just notice that side gets a little tighter. Inhale and exhale 1. Beautiful. Inhale, lifting up, walk the hands back to center. Good. We're going to take this one quite active. So keep the hands extended as we sink back. Keep the tailbone a little bit more lifted and draw the shoulders down. Sinking the chest down as far as comfortable. You don't necessarily want to get it to the floor. You want to keep a little lifted. Rotate the bicep out and down. Gives you that lovely bit of work in the upper body, doesn't it? Sometimes it's nice to have the fingertips pushing in. Palms down if that feels good too. You choose. A little smile with me if you like, just releasing the body today. For 4, 3. Soften in the forehead 2. And 1. Inhale, slowly coming back up to that lovely tabletop position we were in earlier. Nice one. Inhale, walking the hands in towards the knees and coming all the way back up. Nice one. Good. I'm going to spend a little bit of time just stretching into the back. We're going to take our time here. It's our first one. So sometimes I like to do our bridges now, but we're going to take it from a little bit of camel. So inhale, slowly bring the backs of the hands on your lower back and draw the shoulders back. Good. Inhaling. And as we exhale, tuck under in the pelvis, draw the shoulders back. Good. You're going to start to feel a little stretch of the spine. Notice if you're feeling that, that's absolutely fine staying here. If you want a little extra, we breathe in deeper. We lengthen in the spine. Maybe see if you can push the hips slightly more forward, leaning back. Good. The chin either in, slightly looking up, whatever feels good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Using the core, take your time to come all the way back. Inhale, reaching the arms up. And then slowly turn and twist towards the right-hand side. Good, draw the shoulders down. And again, keeping that alignment. So we don't want the tailbone dipping. We want to tuck under all the time. In from the center, reaching wide. Beautiful. Inhale, lift it up. We're going to twist the body towards the left-hand side. Drop your shoulders down. Again, keeping that alignment. Tucking under. 3, 2, and 1. Reaching wide. And in. Inhale, slowly bringing the hands behind you. You've got it. Drop the shoulders down. We're going to tuck those back toes and push the toes into the mat. Lovely. You've got the option here. So if the spine is tight, stick with what we did before. So repeating, inhaling. We squeeze into the glutes, draw the shoulders back, and we just lean. Good. If you feel like the body's comfortable, maybe try with one hand. Can you just grab that heel? It's okay if you're not. If it feels comfortable taking the other hand, you can absolutely do that. But that is a little option for you today. Leaning. Maybe let the head drop back, only if that feels comfortable. Just breathe with me. 3. Doesn't matter where you are. Go back to that first one. 2, and 1. Good for me. I like to lean back, take that little pressure off the spine. Use one hand to reach forward and the other hand forward. Good. Inhale, reaching it up. Let's twist towards the right hand side. Draw the shoulders down. Breathing in, breathing out, reaching wide. Inhale, lift it up. And exhale, twist in. Drop the shoulders down in from your core. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Reaching through. Inhale. This time what we're going to do is we're going to reach the hands back. We're going to swing the body towards the right hand side. We're going to bring either that right hand on the back, and you can reach up this way, or right hand on the knee. We add in a little twist. Sometimes that feels a little bit easier than both. Just check in what feels good to you. 3, 2, and 1. Great. So your option there, that back hand didn't have to come to the heel. It could stay here as well. Good. Reaching around. Inhale up. We're going to twist the body towards the left-hand side. This time you can reach back. Maybe bring that hand on the lower back, top hand up. Or if it feels comfortable, hand onto the heel. Just taking a little back bend here for 3. Nice. 1, 2. Relaxing in the forehead and the face, and 1. Good. Leaning back, and we're going to reach wide and bring it forward. Good. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale, hinging at the hips. Bring the hands back down. You've got it into tabletop position. So inhale, we're going to extend that right leg. So reaching it out, and then we're going to bend the knee. What I want us to do is, as you draw the knee forward today, this time wiggle the hands slightly more forward. We're going to draw the knee forward, forward, forward. Draw it in towards the nose. You get that lovely little counter stretch, and then see if you can lean forward with the knee. Inhale, extending. You've got it. And exhale, drawing in from your core, leaning forward, holding that knee in. You can arch the spine and add nose to knee. Or start to feel that little work in the upper body, in the center of the body. Good. And in again. Maybe taking that arch, feeling that little bit of heat created in the body. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely work. Good. And extend, bring it down. Good. Inhale, we're going to sink back down into our child's pose. Just a little reset. Arms extended. Inhale, peeling into cat. Rolling into cow. And back to that lovely flat back in the center. Inhale, extending in the left leg. Gonna bend the knee, draw the knee in towards the nose. Arching the back, and then see if you can lean it forward in between the hands, keeping it lifted, pushing into the hands. You can pull the shoulder blades away. Feel that little bit of warmth in the body. Inhale and extend. Good. Breathing in. And as we exhale, we're working into the core, that lovely upper body work, pushing into the hands, nose to knee. 3, 2, and 1. Well done, everybody. Kicking it out. A little bit of warmth there. Inhaling and exhaling. 3rd one. Good. So you're drawing in from your core, knees to nose in that direction. Don't necessarily have to touch them. Push into the hands. You can always come onto a fist if the wrists feel a lot here. 3. Lean forward. 2, and 1. Inhale. Kick it out. Beautiful. Bringing the knee down. Take the knees nice and wide. Big toes to touch. Sink back. Ah, lovely. Coming down either onto the stacked fists, or you can let the chest soften down. Just feel that little reset in the lower back. Find some lovely slow breath. If you've got Ujjayi breath in your practice, you can do that. Or just slow exhalations, enough to really take us into that calm space. Inhaling and slowly exhaling out. So allowing yourself just to sink a little deeper into those hips. Noticing that little bit of extra heat created in that movement. We're going to come back to those. We're going to work from that position a little bit more today to create a little bit of warmth and heat in the body, a little bit of strengthening in the core and the upper body. Inhaling and exhaling. If at any moment it feels just a little bit too much, please feel free just to come back down to this position at any point. Inhale, we're going to lift it back up, bringing the hands forward, slowly peel that body up. Good. We're going to swing the knees back into that lovely tabletop position. Good. So the next sequence looks like this. You have the option to bring the knees again through the hands. We're going to draw it forward, 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 push into the hands, draw in from the core. Or you've got the option, if you don't want to take it just through the middle, we're going to do the outside, inside, and maybe take the knee across because you're kind of moving it towards those elbows. So I'll show you what I mean. Inhale, we're going to kick up. We've not done this one in a while. Right leg, we're going to move, bending in the knee, and we lean forward over the wrist. Draw that knee forward as much as you can, even as far as towards the elbow. You can rest it on there if you like. Good. Inhale, kick it out. Good. Let's come back to the center like we did before. Draw in from your core. Knee comes in between the hands. Beautiful. And extend. Last option, you can do another one between the knees, or you can see if you can cross it over a little bit, even if it ends up on the floor. Aim for that opposite elbow. Inhale, extend. Good. Think about it as another option for crunches. Knee through. Inhale and extend. Good. Remember, if those wrists are sore, bend in the knee, open the knee, just come onto a fist. Leaning forward if you like. Good. Back to center, drawing it through. You've got to push into those hands. Feel strong in that upper body. Inhale and exhale, a little smile. You've got this across if you like. We're going to finish this side. Inhale, bringing it through that center bit. Hold. Push into the hands, nose to knee. 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knee down. Inhale, sinking down into a really relaxed child's pose. Breathe with me in. And slowly exhale out. Lovely. Noticing if the heart rate's quickening, the body's warming up. Such a great whole body movement, but awesome for that little bit of strengthening and some of our core today. 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Bring the hands forward. Inhale, peeling the body up. Find a little cow. Take a little ease off. Maybe wiggle. Inhale, find your little cow. Use it as a little reset and back to that lovely strong center. Breathing with me in. And exhaling out. Great. Other side. So again, if wrists are too much, come up with the fists. And sometimes it's nice just to move them slightly more forward. So you can have them in line with the shoulders, but you can have them a little more forward if that feels better. Up to you. You can bring palms down. Inhale, left leg. I'm going to bend the knee. The knee opens a little bit, kind of like high jump pose, and we draw it forward towards that elbow. Lean in. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, extend, drawing in from the middle. Center. See if you can push into the hands. So it's easy to dip down. Push into the hands. Arch that spine a little bit. Feel that upper body work. Inhale, straightening that leg. Nice work. If you want to try across, you can. If not, you can take a break or take it across the other direction. Or take it to the middle. Inhale, in, extend. Back to center. You've got it. And extend. One more of each. You've got it. Bending in the knee. Let's take it. Good. Lean forward. Inhale, extend. Exhale through the knee. And extend. And across. Nice one, everybody. And extend. Slowly bring it down. And child's pose. I love a little space for us. So the knees can be wherever you like in this one. You can stack the fists if you like. Relax the forehead there, or just bring the head down. A few slow, deep breaths with me in. And slowly exhaling out. Breathing in, relaxing in the forehead, the face, the jaw, little smile if you like, and out. Beautiful. Inhale, we're going to work a little bit in upper body. So reaching the hands forward, lifting up into that tabletop position. Great. So we're going to, again, if the wrists are feeling like Megs, we've done a lot here, come up onto the fists for this. And we're going to lean forward. So you can hold here, or you can take that lovely drawing of the core, maybe take a little press up, elbows towards the body, and lift. And sink back down. You can also just rock the body forward and back, so you don't have to take the press up, rocking forward. You can rock back when it feels enough. You want to take 2 press ups, that's an option for you, just to work a little further into the upper body. And sinking back. Great. And rocking the body forward and back, or sticking with me a little bit. Draw in from your core, strong in the center. Maybe 1, maybe none, maybe 2. Maybe a 3rd one in there for you. Just getting a little bit of power happening in that upper body. You've got it, slowly sinking down and slowly coming back up just to a nice tabletop. We're going to turn the hands and take a little bit of a stretch in the wrist. So the fingertips are going to face outwards, and you want to rock the body left to right just to take a little pressure off there. If you're a little bit more hyperextended like me, you might be able to lift the fingertips as you rock left to right. Inhale, nice, and exhale. Great. Another one for the wrist, beautiful one. We're just going to lift one hand, doesn't matter what it is. Just start with a fist, roll the wrist. You're going to feel that strengthening, a little bit of pressure we put on it as we lean forward a little more. You're going to turn the hand. So this time, bring the hand nice and wide. Turn again so that the tips of the fingers are moving towards the long edge of the mat, and then slowly turn so the fingers are facing your knee. Then slowly just begin to press the fingertips, the fingers, maybe the palm comes down if that feels comfortable for you. The other hand, just make sure that you're not pressing too much into that one, and see what that does for you. If you are really open in the wrist or a little bit more hyperextended, the stretch will come from sinking back. But for some of us, just pushing the palm down will feel a lot. It's just different for different structured bodies. It's not a fancy skill. You got it. 3, good job. Take that pressure off. 2, and 1 coming all the way up. Beautiful. Just roll. Go easy with that one. Nice one, everybody. Good. And then find a place for that hand, whether your fist just feels good now. Good. Lifting up in the other one. Roll. Beautiful. 3. Nice deep breaths. 2, and 1. We're going to turn the hands. So this time we rotate again. We turn the fingertips out and then all the way around so that they're facing the knee. And then wherever you feel comfortable, press the fingertips down. Begin to see if you can press the palm down. It will always feel so different for everybody. So just shift into that. Put a little weight on it if it feels comfortable. If not, just work in that direction. Breathing with me. And if you are a bit more, the body might be more hypermobile, you could sink back. Again, so many options. Everybody's so different and it's perfect as it is. So depending on things that we've done, our jobs, history with arthritis, things like that, this one's so different. I have like people that have, the hardest yoga move, I suppose, they find that easy, but just rolling the wrists is killer. So just ride the waves. Inhale, slowly coming back up. We're going to peel that hand up, just a little slowly open and close, little roll. Just do whatever you need to take that pressure off. Nice one, everybody. Inhale. We're going to walk the hands slowly forward. We're going to tuck the tailbone under, find a little cat, lift the knee, shift the weight back to your downward dog, and just begin to walk those heels. Swing the hips. Maybe moving the head left to right if you can. Nice one. Shift the weight back once you feel like you've got a little bit of a feel of the hamstrings. Finding a little bit more of our alignment. But alignment it's great to be in good alignment just to keep the body safe, but also just listening to what your body needs is enough. Good. Keep swinging, keep feeling it out. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, looking forward, step or hop. Might be that first one. We've not done loads in those hemis, so just take it easy hanging out. Good. See if you can feel the tightness there. Can you feel any tightness in the lower back? Maybe grab your opposite elbows and take your little swings. 4. Breathing with me. 3. Soften in the forehead. 2. And 1. Beautiful. Inhale, we're going to shift the weight over towards that left foot and see if you can extend the right. You can bring the fist down, or you can just have the hands hanging. Just see if you can get a little bit of extension in this side, even if it's a tiny bit. 3. Nice. 1, 2, and 1. Bending in the knee, shift the weight the other direction. You've got it. So extending in that leg. If you find the body's leaning back, see if you can maybe lean slightly more forward. Shift the weight and extend, but never lock the knee, just a little bit. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Slowly coming back to center. Inhale, find your version of a halfway lift or whatever feels good for your first one today. Yogi's choice. Inhale. And exhale, bending in the knees a little bit deeper if you like, reaching up. Inhale. Thumbs come in towards the sternum. Good. And just stop in, taking a little breath with me. Breathing in and breathing out. Nice one. What a great start to your class. I invite you just to stop for a second, reset, and grab a little drink. Strong start. Cheers, everyone. Awesome. All right. Next bit we're going to do is we're going to just build into working on a little bit more of a full salutation. So I've been working a little bit, I don't know, you probably wouldn't know, I think only Jackie does my class on live, but this class I always kind of push it just a little bit further. So always give me feedback if you want it like a little softer or a little bit stronger. But I know the 3 of you are so consistent with your practice that sometimes I'm trying to just kind of move you a little bit further, or it's a little bit more dynamic sometimes. So please feel free if you're thinking, oh, Megs, that was a bit too much, just tell me to pull back. Or if there's a class that you particularly like, always drop me a message and I can suit that, because yeah, I really like to make sure you're getting really what you want from your practice. But I'm going to practice a little bit today. We've stretched a lot into the back so that we could build into that sun salutation maybe today, where we work a little bit on upward dog. That's only if the spine feels good. So the sun salutations we do are perfect, great way to work, and really good to come onto the knees. But if you have that little bit of openness in the spine, you might quite like moving a little bit more dynamically. And even if we don't do it in class, you can always build this into your salutations in our session. You can go quicker. So let's start feet hip distance. Inhale, let's do our usual reaching up, little back bend if you like, hinging at the hips. We're going to use this to support us in getting that lovely openness. The backs of the legs, fold down over the toes, maybe bend the knees, or you can work to extend the legs a little more if you're feeling like you're starting to wake up in those hammies and the glutes. Inhale, find your version of a halfway lift. You know by now where you want to be. Bend the knees deep, scoop it wide, lift it up. Maybe a little back bend, and then tucking in, tucking under, draw your shoulders down. Nice strong stasana, a little smile if you like. Good. Inhale, reaching it up. And exhale, hinging at the hips. Reaching forward. Holding down over the toes, bend the knees, or work to extend them just a little bit. Draw the nose in. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long. And then exhale, bend the knees deep, reaching up. You've got a little back bend if you like, tucking under. Strong in that core. Breathing in and breathing out. Amazing, good. This time we're going to take the opportunity to step back or hop back into that high plank. And you can either go to the knees or hold the plank. Inhale, we reach up. Hinging at the hips, fold down. Halfway lift. You know where we're headed, bend the knees, step, or hop back to a nice high plank. Good. holding the plank here, nice and strong, pushing into the hands. Or again, you can come to the knees and lean forward. Good. Now, if you are in high plank and you know that the spine feels okay today, to get to upward dog, what you do is you just bring the back or the top of the foot down onto the mat. You draw the hips forward and you drop the shoulders down. You can bring the knees down if it feels a lot, but you really want the legs extended, and then let the hips draw down. Shoulders draw down in a way. We look forward, chin draws in. That, if it feels way too much in that spine, too much in the upper body, bring the knees down. It'll take the pressure off straight away, but that's your upward dog. And then from here, if you wanted, you can lift up in the core, untuck those toes, and then we lift back up and you find your downward dog. If you're on your knees, same, tuck the toes, lift the knees back up and shift back. Nice one, everyone. Hands nice and wide, drop the shoulders down. You've got the option here to swing the hips in whatever way feels good. Or if you want to work a little more in stillness, really push that downward dog, you can. Take it as you need it. You can always lift the toes and drop the heels at the same time. Keep them swinging and swaying. 3. Oh, good morning to that body, right? Such a good way to just like forget whatever's going on. Definitely just enjoying this bit of time with you all. Inhale, let's look forward between the thumbs, up to the tops of the toes. Really draw in from your core, bend the knees, step or hop forward. And it really doesn't matter whether you like to hop or step, just fold down. 3. Nice one. Hanging out. 2 and 1. Let's find your halfway lift. What feels good to you right now? Is it hands up or fingertips forward? If it is fingertips forward, draw the chest forward. Work to extend those legs a little in from the core. 3, 2 and 1. Bend the knees. Beautiful, everybody. You're reaching up. Little back bend here. Oh, nice one. Feeling the warmth. Maybe that's just because it's a bit warmer outside now, isn't it? Let's breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Notice that little bit of heart rate. Good. We're going to do it again when you're ready. So you choose your options, coming to the knees, or maybe try an upward dog, and then moving from upward dog back into downward dog. So it's like an untucking and untucking of the toes, and just checking in on that spine. All right, inhale, reach it up. Let's take our salutation a little quicker, reaching forward. Bend down over those toes. Inhale, halfway lift. You've got it. Bend the knees, step or hop back to your high plank. You can untuck or tuck the toes under, however you want to say it. Bring the tops of the feet down, lifting up in the chest. Push it into the hands or in from your core. Legs are nice and long and strong. Tensing in that legs. Relax in the glutes. Drop the shoulders down. Bring the knees down though if it's too much. 3. Good. 2 and 1. Use your core. Tuck those toes, lifting back up to your downward dog. Nice one. Your choice. You can swing those hips. You also have a choice to kick one leg up. Taking your 3-legged dog, maybe bend the knee, maybe opening the body a little bit. Look at under that armpit. Your choice though, you could be swinging hips. You can come to child's pose at any point. Take it as you need it. Nice one, everybody. 3, 2 and 1. Bringing it down, swing those hips. Maybe taking the other side if you've extended. Breathe with me. 3, 2 and 1. Bringing the foot down. You've got it. Inhale, tops of the toes, step or hop forward. You've got it. Hold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend those knees. Scoop it wide enough. Little back bend. Thumbs in. Nice one, everybody. Inhale, let's drop the hands down alongside the body. And just take a moment. Breathing in. Breathing out. Draw the shoulders down. In from the core. Just feel that lovely work we've been doing. The warmth of the body. Maybe seeing if you can channel that lovely energy of being stood at the top of a mountain. Find your breath. And just, when I say find your breath, it's just maybe trying to manipulate it so it's a little softer. 3, 2. Amazing, team. And 1. Great. So I'm going to show you the next one. So if you just watch the screen, I'm going to take our sun salutation. Imagine we do our little flow and we get into our downward dog. So I want to show you the option because you can go back to here on the knee and we can draw the knee in like we did before, or the next layer up is this. I've not done this one in a while. We kick it up, we bend the knee, and we're going to draw it through. You lean forward, look at the back foot. I'm leaning forward on my toes, pushing into the hand. Inhale, we shift the weight back. And then we take the knee wide again, shift it forward, maybe towards that elbow, and shift it back. That might feel really good. It might feel easier, but if it doesn't, come onto the knees, find a fist, and take it a little slower for us. Take it whichever way that you want. And we're going to do that on both sides. So we'll take a flow, do one side, find our breath, and then do the other side. So grab a drink, and we're going to kind of get moving. It is quite dynamic. We will feel heat. Super good for the whole body, but really good. Imagine you're doing like a really cool crunch, but working whole body. All right, when you're ready, let's breathe in. Exhale through the mouth. Amazing. Breathing in. Exhaling through the mouth. Amazing. Let's find some fire and some heat in this one. And then I promise we'll spend the next bit just getting into those lovely shoulders and taking some time to stretch. Inhale, reach up. You've got it. Hinging at the hips, reach forward, pull down over the toes. Exhale. Halfway lift. Bending in the knees, step or hop back. Yogi's choice. You know where your choices are with plank. Also, you can go down onto the mat, or you can flip and find your upward dog. Your choice, if it feels comfortable, or knees. When you're ready, using the core, flipping back and finding your way to downward dog. Breathing. Great. So this is where we're going to bend slightly into the left leg and kick up in the right. So bend that back knee. Good. We're going to start by drawing it in between the hands. So draw in from your core. Feel like you're looking between the thumbs and bring the knee in that direction. Let the chest drop forward. Good. Strong. Inhale, kick it back. Good. Next time knee comes out, thinking of it like a hydrant. If that feels way too much, just take the same as we just did or come down onto the knee. Inhale, slowly lean in forward. Woo. And kick it out. Good. Breathe with me back to center. We should feel a little bit of work in the upper body today. And you can leave this one out. You can come to downward dog, or you can cross it over. You choose. Kick it out. Promise last one on this side. Drawing it through. Kicking it out. Well done. And bring the foot down. Swing those hips. Look forward between the thumbs. Tops the toes. Step or hop forward. You choose. And just take the pressure off the hands hanging out. Breathing in, halfway lift. Bend the knees deep, scoop it up. Beautiful little back bend. Slowly bring the hands in. Take a breath. Inhale and exhale. You're feeling the warmth. Can you feel your heart rate? Feeling that body's work. Can you feel the upper body? Inhaling and exhaling. Remembering it's absolutely fine to do that work from the knee, to leave one out, take one, stay in downward dog and swing those hips, whatever feels good. There's so many options. I hope you feel confident choosing. If that little bit of power feels a little bit too much today. All right, when you're ready, we're going to do that last side, and then I promise we'll stretch all of this out, all of this little bit of work that we've done to strengthen. So breathe in with me, inhale. Let it go. Awesome. Breathing in and let it go. Use. Reaching up. Good. Your choice of salutation, hinging forward, pull down. Exhale. Halfway lift. Step or hop back to your high plank or on the knees. Good. Last one. If you want to take your upward dog, you can. We just let the legs be strong. Push the top of the feet into the mat. Drop the shoulders down, chin in, or knees down if it feels too much. And just take it where you're not feeling too much pain in the spine. Inhale, lifting back up to your downward dog from wherever you chose to be. Reset so you feel nice and strong here. Hands nice and wide. You want the hands to feel really strong and planted. Good. Inhale, we're gonna shift the weight to the right leg, left leg extends, bending in the knee. Good. You choose to come to the knees, or you can leave this out, or take one through the hands. Inhale, reaching back. Good. Knee wide, taking it towards that elbow. Good. Breathing in, kicking it out. Through the hands, you've got it, nice and strong. Kick it out. Feeling that heat today, team. Crossing it over. Inhale, kick it out, well done. Leave this one out, or last one, you choose. And out, well done. Bringing that foot down, look forward. Tops of the toes, step or hop. Good. And what I want you to do is see if you can come down and sit down on the mat. Find your drink. That was awesome. Great little sequence. But I wouldn't be surprised if you're just feeling that we don't always put so much on the wrists, on the upper body. Breathing in and out. So yeah, it's a good one. My hay fever means that my breath is quite heavy, if you can hear me. I always need like my inhaler this time of year, but cheers everybody. I don't know about you, but that's a good sweaty sequence. All right, so sitting tall. I promise we'll take the last section of the session to be really soft and really nice and gentle. So just begin to drop your shoulders down. Inhale with me. And slowly exhale. And just find a little softness in the breath. We're going to breathe in again. And breathing out a little slower. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Great. Sitting nice and tall. Just try and find that lovely posture where you've got the head drawing up, navel drawing in, shoulders drawing down. Good. I'm going to bring the hands together and just bring them forward as if you're kind of saying stop. Let's bring the thumbs to touch. The palms are facing me. Good. And then see if you can just slowly bring the thumbs down, bring the backs of the hands to touch. And notice as much as possible, can you match the backs of the fingers with one another? If the wrists have space, you can push in a little bit. Slowly roll the hands so that the palms face you. Bring the palms to touch. Good. Opening wide. Find some lovely slow breath in there. As you just roll the hands through. 3. Nice. 2. Nice. Next time you have the palms facing each other, interlace the fingers. Let's do our lovely little rolls. Maybe allow the forearms to rub against each other. Just notice if you feel that strengthening in the hands. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring the hands down onto the knees. You've got it. We're going to roll your shoulders up and back. Just take it. You might surprise yourself sometimes when we do loads of salutations or we work in that direction. It's not as sore, as crunchy as it would be if we took these shoulder rolls at the beginning. So just see how you're feeling. Keep it rolling. 4. Breathing with me. 3. 2. Nice one. And 1. Beautiful. Drop the shoulders down. Right hand comes down, left hand comes up. We're going to take our little pulses today. So pushing down into that left sit bone, reach across. And bending in the elbow, bringing the head over. Good. You've got it. Across and down. Getting a little stretch in the neck. And side body as you just move here in a way that feels good. your own pace. Soften in the face, releasing in the jaw for 3, 2, and 1. Reaching over and holding this time. See if you can push down into the sit bone, reach in, drop the shoulder down. And just take a little time here. Inhale, reaching up and over. Good, hand down. Inhale, reach it over and in. Good. And over. And then just take your time. Find some lovely deep breaths in there. Beautiful. Relaxing in the forehead. Pushing down into the right sit bone this time. 3, 2, and 1. And last one, holding. Breathe with me. 3, little smile if you'd like. 2, and 1. Inhale, reaching wide. Good, we're gonna keep the hands wide. We're gonna flip the palms up. Lean forward with the chest, let the palms lift to the ceiling. Look up, little arch to the spine. Inhale, lifting up in the chest, roll the thumbs down. Chin to chest, maybe allow the hands to rotate as far as comfortable. Good. Little stretch across that upper body. We need that coming all the way back. And slowly bring those hands down. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. Good. This time we're going to take that left arm. We're going to bring it across the body. I like to take my right hand onto the shoulder and just help me kind of find that sweet spot. So we don't want the shoulder creeping up. We want to draw it down, arm extended. Find that lovely kind of stretch in the upper arm. Nice one. Relax in the forehead. Beautiful. 3. Find a nice release today, all that hard, sweaty work. And let it go. Inhale, just slowly bring the hands down. And exhale. You've got it. Right arm comes across. And you can bring the left arm to support. So right arm extends, dropping in the right shoulder, and then bring the arm across. Use that hand to support you. Good. 3. Nice. Relaxing in the forehead. Releasing any tightness in the creases of the eyes. Even separating the teeth and allowing yourself to relax in the face here. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bringing the hands down. Inhale and exhale. Let it go. Good. We're going to bring the hands onto the shoulders this time and just take some big circles here. Good. Lifting up and down. Beautiful. Slowing it down. 3, 2, and 1. Lifting the elbows up, drop the shoulders down, reach up with that right hand, bring it onto the left elbow, and drop the shoulders down. Good. Softening in the forehead. Maybe move the jaw, releasing any tightness there. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, switching sides. Just use the hand to bring the elbow back. Maybe lift the head. Good. Just breathe. Try not to tighten in the face. 3, 2, and 1. Reaching up. Maybe bring the thumbs together. Inhale. Reaching over towards the right hand side. Inhale back to center. And reaching over towards the left hand side. Breathing in and out. Breathing in, slowly coming all the way back down with the hands. You got it. Nice slow deep breath with me in. And slowly exhale. Sneak a little drink in. Good. I'm going to bring the legs in front. Just take them in a little V position or take them a little wider if the body feels comfortable. Nice. Just wiggle a little bit so that you can feel the sit bones balance. So sometimes if we don't wiggle, you'll notice it because your legs lopsided to one side. Just see if you can find that little bit of that sweet position where you feel balanced. Good. Just sitting up nice and tall. If it feels really tight, always just make your V smaller and make it wider if you want a little bit more. Good. Inhale and exhale. So we're going to bring the hands down onto the sides of the legs. And we're just going to reach towards one side. I often feel this mostly in my lower back and slowly come back to center, reaching. And coming back to center. Good. See how that feels for you. Find your flow. Notice where your body needs that movement. Where does it feel tight? Nice. 1, 3, 2. And whatever side you move on to now, just hold here. What I want you to do is see if you can draw that top shoulder up and see if you can just lean in a little bit. You can take your peace fingers and grab your big toe with the arm that's reaching in that direction. An option to stay here, or you can reach the top hand over. Just see if you can take a little bit more a stretch into the side body. Good. If the hands meet that big toe and you can keep that openness, cool. No worries if it's here, just a little bit more upwards. That's all good. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly coming back to center. And exhale. Other side. So reaching over, finding your kind of space. Where does it feel good? Where you want to hold it. Staying here, maybe reaching the top hand up or over. Good. And if you do have the range of motion, you can grab that big toe much tighter on this side. Got a really tight lower back the way I carry my kids on that side. So I'm going to just hold it a little softer on this side. Listen to your own body. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, coming all the way back up. You got it. And exhale. This is where we can get a little bit more into those inner thighs. So if you're feeling it already, stick here. You have the option, take your fingertips behind you, pushing into the hands so that you're just drawing the chest slightly forward, relaxing in the face. If you feel like you can go a little further, bring the fingertips forward, lean forward with the chest. Take it nice and slow. Maybe the body can come down to forearms, maybe forehead on fists. And if the body's more open and you want to go a little bit deeper, you can take your practice wherever feels good today. Just close the eyes here, whichever position that you're in. They're all great. Taking it slow, just finding that little release. 3. Nice one. 2. And 1. Inhale, slowly making your way back and bringing the knees in, bringing the bottoms of the feet together. And just taking a little butterfly, squeeze it in, drop it down. Squeeze it in, drop it down. In and down. And then just allow the knees to open. Sitting as tall as feels comfortable, maybe opening the feet like a little book. The hips feel really open today, then you're welcome to lean forward like we did before. If they feel a little tighter, you can use the hands behind you to support. Maybe work to push into the fingertips and lean forward if you want a little extra. Again, whatever feels good for you and your body to find that little bit of release as we finish. 3. Nice opportunity just to close the eyes. 2. And 1. Coming all the way back up, bringing the knees in. Good. What I want us to do is bring the feet forward. Just give yourself a little hug and draw the forehead in. And just take a few slow, deep breaths with me. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Beautiful practice, everybody. Let's make a little bit of time to let go in our face, take a little massage, and we'll drop into a really beautiful Shavasana. We'll come a little closer. Awesome. Lovely. All right, so you want to take your pointer finger and your middle finger, you know where we're headed. We're going to just push up and around the eyebrows. Keep moving in that direction until you find your temples and find some big circles here. You've got it. If you wanted to continue to push up, just feeling the skin. Sometimes it's nice to just notice how the body's changed. My skin feels a little bit tight. I was in the sun yesterday. You can kind of just notice that. Maybe a lovely little bit of release here. Here, got that little bit of release in the sinus. Bring the hands up to the top of the nose, bringing it down maybe around the cheekbones. A little further, just have a little feel around. Have a few little circles if you want. Maybe bring it to the nostrils. Find that lovely circle here around both ways. Looks so strange, but so good. Amazing. And then down the face. Good. Let's move that jaw. Always looks a bit strange, but a nice one. And breathe in with me. And breathe out. You got it. I invite you just to close the eyes and sit with me. You can either bring the palms in or relax them alongside the body. Whatever feels good to you. And just stop. Just allow the breath to slowly make its way to its natural rhythm. Allow the shoulders to drop a little further, relaxing in the forehead, the space between the eyebrows. Let the eyelids fall heavy. And just stop. And just notice anything you feel in mind, any shift that you feel in body. Be coming back to your intention and checking in if even for this little moment, maybe you're able to work through something with that little bit more dynamic movement. Just allow the breath, allow the warmth around, allow the stretching, the strengthening, lots of strengthening today. Just allow that to nourish you. Taking a moment in this stillness. Give yourself maybe a little mental pat on the back. And your final movement before we take our Shavasana is give yourself a really big hug. So bring your arms around, big squeeze, and then open them wide and squeeze with the opposite hand on top. We've got to do both sides in yoga, don't we? Feels funny if not. Good. Whatever you need that hug for, squeeze yourself just a little tighter and take it with you through the week. Amazing. All right. My lovely friends, make your way down onto the mat and lay down for your Shavasana. Get yourself cozy, get all your favorite creature comforts, eye pillows, get yourself back into bed, onto your favorite chair. It's the joy of being at home, isn't it? So take it as you need it. Begin to just allow the mat to catch you, the back body to connect. Wherever you chose to bring your head, the shoulders, just allow it to totally, utterly melt. Shift into that lovely place of relaxation. Allow the breath just to disappear into its beautiful natural state. Just let everything relax. Feel the tops of the head, the crown of the head. Allow every little bit of tightness or worry just disappear for this last little bit of our class. Feel that softness, that light. Just breathe it in. Breathe in that sensation. Almost feeling weightless on the mat today, as if you could float. Maybe imagining the body floating a little bit above the mat, leaving that heaviness behind. And if there's still a little bit of heaviness in mind, just see if you can clear that a little, allowing this sensation of floating to take over. Feeling light, your best self. Just allowing the day to disappear and truly, utterly rest and relax. I lay myself down on the welcoming ground, the earth's spine becoming mine. Peace seeps in to my heavy limbs and slows my heartbeat to the pace of nature. I take refuge in the quiet and I let my burdens go one by one until the earth and I both float in the same vast and holy silence. It's Dana Folks' poem called Release. I'm wishing you a beautiful week ahead, a wonderful, wonderful, hopefully time in the sun. And I am very understanding that next Sunday is Easter Sunday, but I'm still going to teach the class. No pressure to come if you've got family things, but I'll still do it if you do have a quiet hour. Yeah, I'll see you then. And if not, I'll send you the recording. Peace and love. Yeah, all my love, guys. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed that. And again, I'm always up for feedback. I'd like to plan around you and what you want. So if you felt that it was a bit too much, let me know as well. All right. Take care.